At Mount Baldy in California, Todd Bowman, his brother Gene, and their good friend Pat Mayers are looking to have a little fun cliff jumping. Every spring for the past 5 years, the men have come to these cliffs to enjoy this most dangerous sport.
Everybody felt good about it. Sunny day, bright, ready to go.
It's a terrifying 75-foot drop into a rushing river. For most people, the mere thought would scare them away. But for these guys, it's what life is all about. Pat is first up. He steps to the edge, picks his spot, then goes for it. It looks to be a perfect dive, but looks can be deceiving.
Came out of the water, and right away we noticed that there was a cut on his head.
Oh, he's got blood on his head.
And blood was coming out of him.
The water is much shallower than Pat anticipated, and he hits his head on a rock.
Instead of being like 12 to 15 feet deep, the water was actually about 6 feet deep.
As Pat tries to get his bearings, Todd readies himself up above. But before anyone can tell him about the depth of the water,
1, 2, 3!
he jumps. Todd hits the river like a stone, but pops up fast.
Usually when you hit the water and you had a good jump, you're yelling. You know, there was silence. So right then and there, I knew that there was something wrong.
Todd floats downstream and clutches onto some rocks. He's in obvious pain.
I was thinking, this must be very serious, you know. I'm thinking, oh, man, I hope his back's not broke, he's not paralyzed, you know. I hope that he can still function.
Every time he tried to move or stand up, he had no strength in his legs. And so we knew from then that there was no way of climbing out of the canyon, any way of getting him out of there, unless we called for help.
With help on the way, Gene and his friends try to make Todd comfortable, but the pain grows worse, and he's going into shock. Finally, a sheriff's chopper arrives on the scene. But strong winds, lots of trees, and high-tension wires make for a difficult rescue. The pilot keeps the chopper steady and lowers 2 paramedics into the ravine. They carefully strap Todd to a gurney and then lift him out.
And I jumped. Everything was going fine. Flying through the air. A sudden stop. It was only 6 feet deep. I hit the ground. What the hell was that? And kind of just like floated. I was like, oh, I might be messed up. The pain was excruciating. It was unbearable, and I didn't realize the seriousness of it.
Gene arrives at the hospital to discover his brother Todd has broken his back.
I didn't realize my back was broke, otherwise I wouldn't have tried to walk and tried to crawl like you see.
Although Todd recovers, Gene still feels responsible for what happened.
I still carry the guilt to this day that he broke his back. I feel extremely lucky that he's alive.
As for Todd, he has no hard feelings. In fact, the incident has taught him a valuable lesson.
When I look back on this, I remember it as how much I appreciate life, how much I appreciate that I'm able to walk, and maybe if I ever do it again, check the depth.